relate to us some of the outstanding highlights of this legislative session and what their significance will be?
Yes, George, I think probably the outstanding highlights of this session will not be seen for a few years to come when the people recognize the change in the Constitution. It is my opinion that the constitutional changes at this time, going through the second General Assembly and will go before the voters in the referendum in 1970, are the most significant things that happen in this General Assembly. Of course, the gasoline tax was increased, and the taxes on truck plates for truckers to drive over the highway were increased. I think that we will begin to see some improvement in the highway system in the few months ahead.
How would you compare this particular legislative session to others in the past? What would be some of the differences?
Well, George, this is my second time that I served in the General Assembly, and I think that it was the second time for Representative Schick. It was the first time for Representative Heath. And we worked very hard. I think this time was illustrative of how we had more influence on the General Assembly. We had a greater depth of knowledge of how the subject matter was handled. And I think overall we were given more responsibility, and the pressure seemed greater this time as opposed to the freshman session 2 years ago.